got such an exciting treat for you guys today here in studio. We've got the fighting pride of Mansfield, Ohio, Chaise, Pretty Boy Nelson, joining me right here and now on set. And man, you've been all over the globe, bro. You're a true road warrior, if you will, and you just seem happy right now. I know that you've been busy. Just tell me about life here over the last several months and what you've been up to.
It's like a really exciting time in my life right now. I went from fighting like 4 times in the past 3 years to having 4 fights in 5 months. So I've been very active, you know, and I've been in Colombia 3 times and Mexico 1 time in the past 5 months. So yeah, it's been very busy, but it's been fun though. You know, it's been a good experience, and I just hope to keep it rolling. So.
Tell me about the experience as a whole though, going to a country where you don't speak the native language there, and they're accepting you though. It sounds like they're really taking you under their wing. Yeah. Colombia, they love you, right?
Yeah, they love us down there. It's a good thing that I have like a translator, because I know hardly like any Spanish at all. Like I know a few words, but yeah, they love us down there, and it's just a fun time. We have fun in Colombia, so I love going there, but I can't wait to fight here in the U.S.
And there was a time though here in the not too recent past where it wasn't such a fun time for you. Boxing had kind of beaten you up. You weren't even 21 years old yet, and I remember that you were feeling like, hey, this might be the end of the road. I know that you've been busy, and that's the #1 factor. What else do you think has changed that has brought you to a place where now you just seem like you got your spunk back and you're looking forward to a brighter future?
So, you know, like I said, I went from fighting 4 times in 3 years to 4 times in 5 months, and the big thing is like when you sign that dotted line, you have to know who you're signing with. You know what I'm saying? Like bad contract after bad contract, kind of just it was a waste of time, you know. And you gotta understand, I went from winning 9 national titles to being on Team USA, 10th in the world, #1 in the US, having everything there for me, set, ready to go at 18 years old, that by the time I was 21, I feel like my life was just falling apart. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing was going my way, fights were falling through. It was just a hard time for me. And then, so fast forward, I don't really have nothing to lose. Like people didn't expect me to make it this far anyway. So I feel like when everyone kind of gave up on what my dream was, I just kept going and kept pushing, and great things have been happening for me. You know, stuff's been falling in my lap, and I'm just very blessed and thankful.
And back when you were 18 years old, you were telling me off camera that you thought, man, you was going to be a millionaire by the time you were 21, that it was just going to be yellow brick roads and, you know, just, gold goblets no matter where you went. Tell me about getting perspective on the boxing game and just basically becoming an adult and what that process has been like.
So everyone I came up with actually is a millionaire now. But it really humbled me, but it also just made me like work harder, man. Like I said, you know, it was slow for me for a while. So, you know, when people gave up on me, I just had to dig deep and just keep my dream alive in my head. And it really matured me as a person, because, you know, I had to go get it really myself. So it definitely made me respect the game more, and you know, it kind of made me into like a better person, and also definitely a better fighter. Because like I said, you know, when you feel like you have nobody and you feel like everything around you is falling apart, that kind of shows you who you really are. You know what I'm saying? And who's really by your side. So like I was telling you before, you know, no one cares how you make it, but everybody cares when you make it though. So I just gotta keep winning and just doing my thing and being great, you know.
And another key component to that, you got a full-time job, working 6 days a week, correctional officer right here in the city of Mansfield. How much has that also changed just like your viewpoint on life in general?
It's just really cool, because like my job, I have a lot of good dudes that I work with, you know, and a lot of people are very supportive of what I do, and they help me as much as as they can. So, you know, anytime I need to go for a fight, you know, they kind of have my back and they make sure I'm cool. So it's good.
You've been fighting at 130 pounds here as of late. You think you're going to move back down to 126 for a potential championship fight. Tell me though, what's the most challenging part about, as the aging process continues, of course, like shedding off the pounds isn't quite as easy as it used to be. What's the toughest part about it for you?
Yeah, so just like you said, cutting that weight, I'm not 18 no more, man. So like cutting that weight is definitely harder than it was before. But I've been fighting 130 because I kind of made it clear, like, unless it's for, you know, some big money or like a serious title, I'm not really gonna cut down that low. But I've been weighing in. It's not like I'm lazy. I've been weighing in at 127, 128. So I'm not off. I just feel like if I'm gonna fight 126, it should be for something serious. But we're gonna start doing the right things and just getting down to 125, 124 come fight time, and keep fighting 126. We have a fight scheduled for August, September, and October, so all 3 of those fights will be for 126 and at 126, and I'm gonna probably stay at the featherweight division until I hopefully capture me a world title and then eventually move up. But honestly, I think if I had more time and I was more disciplined with my dieting, I feel like I could be at 122 for sure. You know, that's like my downfall. Everybody who knows me knows I love food, and my diet's like my big thing that I need to work on. So.
Well, I know that we got a crew around here that can certainly, you know, they can appreciate that to the full extent. And you know, there's other people here around the community that definitely support you. But what I'm curious about is seeing other guys like Julian Lane out there doing his thing on a big picture scale. How much does that inspire you to know you can be from a town like Mansfield, Ohio, and you can get out there, be doing pay-per-view events and stuff?
Yeah, you know, like anything that has to do with Mansfield, like I love to see it, and I support everybody here. So seeing someone like Julian Lane, who's like I've known since I was like a little kid, doing his thing, that makes me so happy for him, because like I said, I know we've been in the gym together. Like I know what he had to go through to get there, and we've kind of been through the same situation. So to see him finally get his breakthrough, that's like big for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I love seeing that, and we actually just talked recently, and he knows like sooner, you know, here soon it's my turn. You know, like my turn's coming too. So yeah, he's been doing his thing, and he's looked really good. So hopefully he gets that title fight with Thiago Alves. They run that back, and that'll be big for him, because I thought he beat him the first time. So yeah, he's doing really good, man. I'm definitely happy for him.
And you and Julian, when you were here at home in Mansfield, typically in the past you would train at the Mansfield Friendly House, which I understand no longer has the boxing facility. How much does that kind of like hurt knowing that?
That hurts a lot, because like anybody that ever came from Mansfield that had any kind of like fighting background, they all came from the Friendly House. I mean, you had world champion Prince Charles from there. You had Tony Hanshaw. You know, you had the Salsa brothers. You had a lot of good fighters come from the Friendly House. And you know, when that shut down, it kind of just took like a history of Mansfield away. You know, and I mean, it is sad, because I grew up there. That's where I'm from. You know, I've been there my whole life. So, you know, it's not good. And hopefully something else opens up for fighters around here. But yeah, me and Lane always went down there and, you know, put work in. So actually right now I don't really have like a home gym. There's a gym in Shelby, Ohio. It's actually my uncle's karate dojo that we put some bags in, and it's a small gym, but it gets the job done, and we do what we can, and we make it work. So.
And I know that you're one of those people that you want to make it ultimately so that you can bring others up with you.
Yeah.
So one day, I imagine you're going to want to put a nice facility right back here in Mansfield.
Oh yeah, like my big thing about like this whole thing that I got going on, it was never really about me. It's about everybody around me. So, but yeah, that's definitely a big idea of mine. Like I have the name picked out and everything. I can't wait. But that's something I definitely want to do for Mansfield, is like open up some type of like sports complex for kids and have them do something for like after school program like we did for the Friendly House, because you know that saved a lot of the kids there, you know. And unfortunately where I work at, I actually run into them sometimes, you know. So it's like, but they always remember though, like who was there and who was trying to help them, and who like played a good role in their life. So that's always really important for me. Like I love seeing kids grow and be able to do what they love, and also stay out of trouble too. So that's a big thing for Mansfield.
With the career path you're on, it seems like sooner than later you're going to be able to make that dream come true. Just 23 years old, 14-1 right now on professional record. What's next for you though? What's the next big step that's really going to put you on the national map?
So we have 3 to 4 fights scheduled by the end of this year. That'll be 18 wins, 17 to 18 wins. By the end of next year, there's talks to be fighting for a world title, you know, and that's like my big thing. Like that's like my dream I've had my whole life, you know. Like, I mean, you know, since I was a little kid, that's the only thing that I ever wanted to do and be. So that's like my big thing. Hopefully this next fight though in August is for a title. I want it to be for like a big sanctioning body title, but like a lower end title, just to rank me. And it's gonna be 8 to 10 rounder, of course, from now on. That's the only rounds I'm fighting. I don't fight no more 6 rounders or 4s. We fight 8 to 10 rounds, and then eventually it'll go to 12. But hopefully this next fight is for a major title, but lower end, to get that ranking, to hold that ranking. And then next year is like the biggest year of my life. Like that's when we're gonna really just try to go for it, because I'm not getting any younger, you know what I'm saying? I'll be 24 years old. So like I'm looking at it like it's time to make a splash. You know, it's time to really like try to see how far we can take this. You know, and I'm willing to just risk it all if I have to. You know, and just see where I end up. So, but I think by the end of next year, I could be a world champion for sure.
Well, it's been so cool to watch you blossom throughout your entire career, man. And we were just talking off camera. The first time I seen you, 14 years old, fighting in the Police Athletic League and doing big things back then.
Yeah.
Still doing big things today,
Yeah.
but about to do it on an even bigger scale,
Yes,
man.
sir.
So looking
Yes, sir.
forward to seeing you continue to progress, and you know, maybe some big news coming out of your camp soon, right?
Yeah. Hopefully we got a big announcement coming. Like I said, I was just on the phone today, and hopefully I get to announce this here soon. But yeah, if this does happen, it's gonna be like the biggest thing ever. So hopefully I can get it announced and get it in contract. So we'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
Chaise Nelson,
Thank you.
pro fighter from right here in the fighting city of Mansfield, Ohio, looking to go global, future world champion, folks.
Thank you.